Hiya, Sue. What's new?
Hey, Sharon. How are you?
Great. You have something interesting today?
Yes. Tell me something. Is there anything that you miss about America?
I think I would say, besides my family, and my friends, I think that I would have to say Sunday.
Exactly.
Are you making Sunday today?
No, but I'm making the next best thing. I'm making New York style bagels. H&H
Wow,
bagels.
great. Okay, so today, Sue's Coolinary show will teach you how to make delicious New York style bagels. Get ready.
We're going to start by using 5 cups of flour, of bread flour. And you can either put it in either your mixer or your food processor. You put that aside for a minute. We're going to mix a tablespoon of dry yeast with 2 cups of warm water. The way to tell if your water is warm enough, it should be the same temperature as a baby's bottle. I'm going to add just a little bit of sugar to it.
So you add the yeast and the water to the flour.
Yeast and the water and the sugar. 2 tablespoons of sugar. Just mix it until it forms a ball of dough. And you notice I didn't flour the board that I'm putting this on. And you want your dough to be like a thickish, it's a heavy dough. It's not a light dough like you would use for challah or other bread. Put a little bit of oil in a bowl. Put the dough in and then just turn it around so that the whole dough gets oily. We're going to cover it and let it rise in a warm place for about 40 to 45 minutes. If you poke your finger in and it stays, the dough has risen enough. So we want to flour our board slightly, board or counter or whatever you're doing.
How many bagels is this going to make, Sue?
This is going to make about 10 or 12 bagels. You can make about 10 bagels for what you would pay for 1 bagel in the store. I have my water boiling here, and I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of malt powder. And if you don't have malt powder, you can add half a cup of sugar or half a cup of honey. Cut the dough.
What? I've never seen a dough cutter like that. It's like a professional dough cutter?
No, this is actually a vegetable cutter.
Oh. Can we use a regular knife too?
Yes.
How do we know how big to make the pieces?
Well, you notice I've cut this into 4 pieces. Mm-hmm. And then each piece in half. And it depends on the size bagels you want to make. Just keep cutting them in half. You can make them really any size that you want. Okay, now there are 2 ways of shaping bagels. The first way is to make a ball like this. Stick your finger in to make a hole. And then with your 2 thumbs, just go around like this until you have a shape like this. What the professional bagel bakers do it is to make a roll like this. About 8 inches long, and then just wrap it around your hand like this, and with a bit of water Just wet the edges and seal it like this. This method takes a little bit of practice. People who are new to bagel baking sometimes complain that their bagels come apart when you drop them in the water. I have a pot of gently boiling, simmering water here. And I'm going to bake the bagel, put the bagels in. And you want to do it about a minute on each side. This is what gives it the great crust and the middle, you know, the soft middle inside. You know you're a real bagel baker when you're all covered with flour. These are some of the toppings that you can make. This is poppy seed, coarse salt, a mixture for an everything bagel.
Yummy!
This is a mixture that I make myself, and it consists of poppy seeds, pumpkin seeds, mini pumpkin seeds, coarse salt, some garlic, some onion, and just a little bit of everything.
Actually, you could really probably put anything on top of a bagel.
Right. You take your bagel while it's still damp, and you just turn it over in the seeds. Now we'll do one poppy seed.
So now it still has to be baked?
Yes. It bakes for about 20 minutes. Now what you can do with the bagels, if you want to have fresh hot bagels out of the oven, you can boil them, and then after you've boiled them, put them on a cookie sheet like this, put them in the freezer, and when they've frozen solid, just throw them in a bag. And then when you want fresh hot bagels, just take it out of the freezer, put it on a cookie sheet, and bake them in the oven. And you have fresh bagels hot out of the oven.
That sounds great.
Here are our finished bagels.
They look amazing. They look like an ad for some bagel store. So how do you cut open a boiling hot bagel?
Well, you let it cool for a few minutes, Sharon.
Oh, okay. But I'm so eager. Give me that bagel.
Which one do you want?
I want the everything bagel because I'm an everything kind of girl.
Okay. Okay, Sharon, let's wash and eat.
This is the best part of my job.
Bataille Vone.
I love it.
Sharon, we should meet like this more often.
I'm telling you, it will really be like 900 pounds. What a great advertisement for a cooking show.